Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Started From Scratch. I believe we're at episode 44 already, and take a look at this absolutely immense squad I came up against with Moreno, Bravo, Luis Suarez, and this team was actually really good. The player was fantastic as well, and I don't really rate Moreno too much. He's got 5-star skills in this game, and he's really worth it if you want to make, sort of an unusual hybrid squad. There's a few players you can incorporate him with, but he's 5-star skills, and I personally don't like him, although I know a lot of people who really enjoy using him and his 5-star skills. So if you're that sort of person who really, enjoys these sort of players, he's kind of a slow skiller, and I know there are preferences towards slow skillers, so if you enjoy that type of player, then he's definitely the one for you. And take a look at that. That was an absolutely monstrous long ball, and, you can't really do anything about that. Luis Suarez was on the break, and my defense just isn't good enough yet in order to counteract those sort of players, and it definitely showed in this game. He was a strong player. He knew how to use the skills well. I felt I was a bit unlucky. I got a few goals off. A few misses which just hit the post, and I was really unlucky in that sense. But this guy was a solid player, a good player, and at the moment I'm really struggling with the squad. I think next step is really to purchase myself a striker, and then definitely go and just beefing up the back four, because what I find is if I've got a solid back four, I can usually then go on and then progress to the strikers, and I don't really have to worry about conceding goals, and I can just keep myself concerned with scoring them. And as you can see, I was 4-1 down. Sacco there, oh no, sorry, not Sacco, Loties, I think is how you say it, and that's the player I was thinking of last episode. I thought it started with S, but I was clearly wrong. And this player here, Loties, his heading is fantastic, and if you're looking for a solid silver French centre-back, he is really, really good. And unfortunately, he was injured for these next few games that you guys will see, and so that really put it down, because him and Sacco are two cracking centre backs. My left and right backs at the moment aren't that great, so I really did need to beefing that up, and I believe I do actually go and purchase myself a centre back. I was looking to pick myself up a silver left back, but there just wasn't any that were of a reasonable price. Like you guys will see now, once I purchase this contract here, I look for a few silver left backs, and there's just none there, which makes me think I'd rather have him than an 800 coin gold player. So that was one of the biggest decisions I actually had to make as far as the back four go. I want to slowly progress my way up to the gold players, but for some reason sometimes silver players cost more than the gold players, and I assume that's because maybe they're more rare, or they just have, some people enjoy building silver teams, and if you build silver teams, you can often find yourself racking up a huge bill. So I believe that's one of the reasons why I didn't go and pick up a left back, is because I could simply just get a gold player for less, and essentially he has better stats. So that was a huge disappointment to me. But here, guys, as you can see, I picked up some really cheap contracts there. I always put it so it has 350 buy now, and often back in the day, I've noticed it a lot less at the moment, but back in the day when you could put it for about 250 buy now, and you could pick up tons of gold contracts. But at the moment, I'm finding them a lot more rare, and you're having to shell out some bigger players. Now this blue here, this blue team of the year left back with 91 pace, I was really hoping he was one of those players who would go for about 15k, because I was thinking to myself, right, that's it, I'll just save up and pick up that blue player. But unfortunately, he was going for around 30k-ish. Maybe his price will drop in a little bit, but at the moment, I just decided, I need to keep coins, and just like I said, deepen the squad, and if that means buying some not so good players for less, then that's what I'm going to have to do for now. But, you can see myself beefing up the back four, and I think my next purchase is definitely going to have to be a right back. If any of you guys have any sort of suggestions for the right back, then feel free to do so. My dog just walked in the room and decided to join in on this commentary. But yeah, guys, so, let me know of any really good right backs in the League One who's a reasonable price. I'd like it if you guys could keep it around the 5k mark. But yeah, next game I come up against is a fantastic and absolutely immense Brazilian squad here. It's got Carlos Eduardo, Wallison, Neymar, Lucas, Dede, Lucio. Just a fantastic squad, and I felt though I was a bit hard done, because a lot of I've still got some bronze players in my teams and silvers, so I felt a bit hard done by as far as that goes, because his squad was essentially all gold except for Richarlison, who I might add is fantastic. But it took 67 minutes for him to put in his first goal, and unfortunately it was a sweaty goal. But nevertheless, I just I just had to get on with it, and he goes on to score another one here as he puts it past my keeper. And to be fair to him, that was a fantastic finish. To have the confidence just to take it around the keeper and slot it home, that was really nice, and I take nothing away from him, but I still felt as though I could get in the game. I don't know about you guys, but when something like this happens, you know, you go 2-0 down, the sweatbands come on. Everyone, if your mum calls you for dinner, it's like, just no, you're going to have to wait. I need to finish this bad boy out. But unfortunately, the sweatbands just weren't good enough today, and he beat me 2-1. So that's 2 losses today already. And to be fair, I was absolutely gutted with myself. I was like, I need to step this up. I need to do better. I know I can do better. And, you know, it was a shame because next game I come up against this squad here with 92 chemistry. Now, this is more like my team. You know, I think he had a couple more bronzes than myself, but he had that David Luiz there. Rand, I have no idea why he had him there. The rest of his team's chemistry was really good, so he obviously understood the concept of chemistry. But he decided to have David Luiz, maybe because he knows that he's just an absolutely overpowered centre-back. But Loic Remy there just destroying that keeper and putting it literally pinpoint into the top right. And Remy is just proving an absolute goal machine for him. And I have to admit, he's really, really good. Hey, I looked to bring in Remy. A lot of people said I should bring in Gamiero as the other striker. I'm really not too sure yet. I'm thinking, you know, I have used Jimmy Briand before, and he was absolutely quality player. That guy gets a bit lucky there with the rebound, but he deserved the goal nevertheless. But like I was saying, I look to bring him in because he looks... Well, I've played with him before and he seems really good. His pace is good. His finishing isn't as good as Remy's, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, I think he can make up for it. He's got a solid shot on him. So I think I'll be picking him up next. Unless you guys have any sort of recommendations you'd like to leave me in the comments. I really would appreciate if you guys could leave me recommendations for players, because I want to make this interesting. And Remy there, he is a chipping god. I mean, I have given him several cans of salt, several tins of salt, whatever salt comes in, shakers of salt. You know, I've just given him so much. He's probably drowning in it by now, but Remy there just goal machining it for me. But I just want to say big thanks to everyone who's watched this video all the way through. I hope you guys are enjoying my Starting From Scratch series. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Team of the Year Ronaldo review coming very, 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 very soon. And I can't wait to show it to you guys because it's kind of got a twist on it that I haven't seen many other YouTubers do, and I know you guys will enjoy it. And so I hope to see you guys all around. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Any like, support, all your support has been absolutely magnificent recently, and I can't thank you guys enough. So I'd like to say a big thanks to everyone for that, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.